Pumpkin is one of my favorite vegetables, but don't use pumpkin if you can't see a beautiful, rich colored one that is ripe right to the edge. So for that reason alone, I never buy a whole pumpkin because I can't see inside it till I cut it. If I'm just roasting a pumpkin, I always use the skin. But in the risotto, I'm going to take the skin off the pumpkin just this time. The pumpkin is already cut, and I'm going to drizzle it with extra virgin olive oil and put it into a hot oven. By roasting the pumpkin, whether you're making a soup or a risotto, what you're doing is really enhancing the flavor enormously. The pumpkin is for the risotto, right? But firstly, the most important thing, one of the most important things, is cooking the onions till they're really cooked. This is 10 minutes of gentle sautéing, and you cook the onions 3/4 before you put your garlic in. There is enough oil and butter that when I put the rice in now, it's going to coat all of the rice. And you can see now it's glistening with the butter. I now need, instead of wine that most people use in risotto, I use verjuice. And because it gives a better flavor than the wine, and it lifts the flavor of the pumpkin so brilliantly. But you need to have it up high temperature because this verjuice, or wine if you like, has got a whoosh. Just like that. Now, the trick with risotto is that you only put the stock in when the risotto talks to you. When it talks to me. It's really important you only add the stock 1 ladle at a time when all of that stock has been absorbed. My preference is to use a chicken stock, but that is all about flavor. If you are vegetarian, use a vegetable stock. Simple as that. It's now needing its next stage. I've got the temperature right down low, and I'll put the stock in, move it around, and don't go too far away because you don't want it to cook too quickly. At this stage, it's about probably 2/3 cooked, and this is when I'm going to put at least half the pumpkin in, and that pumpkin has been roasted and is soft. So I'm just squashing the really beautifully soft pumpkin baked with all that flavor into the rice as I continue to cook it. And then, just because it looks so beautiful, I'm going to leave the rest of the pumpkin for when I serve it as a very extravagant garnish. See how the rice has absorbed all of the liquid? But once that last ladle of stock that I've put in there is absorbed, it's going to be ready, and I'm going to then add parmesan today. I'm now going to really make it super luscious by putting lots of parmesan. So this has had extra virgin olive oil, this has had verjuice, this has had beautiful onions and garlic, roasted pumpkin. So at every stage, I'm adding that extra whiz of flavor. Now that's perfect. Now this is a dish that would serve 4 people. I just think it always looks so much prettier with that roasted on top and lots of fresh flat leaf parsley, just picked from the garden in the morning if you can, as I can in my garden. Always, for me, there is that last flourish of extra virgin olive oil. So beautiful, simple, gentle dish to make.